Deepy-deepy-deepy-deepy-deepy-ba-ba. What's up, everybody? Tops are done, but CrossFit is not, and quarterfinal season is here, right now. Team quarterfinals have just dropped, but let's rewind a little bit and let's just survey the scene for this month. So we've come out of the Open, where the top 25% of all participants qualified for team competitions, for individual competitions, for age group competitions, and what have you. And one of the things about this year's Open, aside from that expanded field that was going through the quarterfinals, was the fact that there were 3 true tests, 3 workouts with 3 scores to advance to the next stage. Now, for a lot of people, there were the expectations that one of those would also include a Part B, a sort of a complex or a pure strength test, and that there would be 4 scores contributing to those who go on to quarterfinal. That was not the case. We had 3 accessible, basic, simple CrossFit tests to see who it was who was going to qualify for the quarterfinals. Now, from there, of course, speculation then increased. Well, normally the quarterfinals have become 5 workouts, perhaps with a 6th if there was a Part B involved. And this year, to make things simpler according to CrossFit, those workouts were going to be submittable over a slightly longer window from the Wednesday through to the next Monday evening. Now, one of the first pieces of information we got after the Open was from a town hall that CrossFit did with affiliates around the world, letting us know that there wouldn't be 6 scores, there wouldn't be 5 workouts, but there would be 4 workouts that needed to be completed in order to complete quarterfinals. Now, again, putting 2 and 2 together, people were quick to guess, to predict, to assume that one of those 4 workouts would also include a Part B, a strength test probably in that situation, or a max set of some sort of gymnastics, which would give us 5 scores to see who were the top 40 athletes from each region moving on. But here is the big news. This week, in fact, yesterday, CrossFit announced the workouts for the team section of the quarterfinals. The individuals and the age groups are still going to be going in 2 weeks' time, but this week is the team quarterfinals, and true to their word, there are 4 workouts. There are 4 scores that teams are going to need to submit. More than that, the workouts are highly accessible. There's no GHD, there's no rope climbs, there's no cardio equipment other than the rower, which has already been tested. In fact, if you go through the 8 different movements that are being tested in the team quarterfinals, 4 of those movements are repeats from the Open. So what does that mean for that test? Well, I think in a sense that the team quarterfinals is different from the Open, and it's different from the quarterfinals for us individuals, because these people have only entered individual scores. Come into the team quarterfinals and there's elements of strategy, the teamwork, the synchronicity, those sorts of things which can be used to separate people. Also, in the world of team competition, there are a number of regions where the number of teams who have entered the quarterfinals do not even equal the number of teams that might be going through to the semi-finals. So there isn't really that need to separate and to discover who's the best of the best at this point. But what does this mean for the individual quarterfinals that are coming up? Will it be just 4 tests? Will we have anything new, like rings, like ropes, like GHDs? Or will it be repeating all of the same movements that we've already done in the Open and testing them in a different way, perhaps over 4 scored events? There has been speculation that quarterfinals are still an opportunity for elite athletes just to dial it in, to send it in and qualify for the semi-finals. But remember, semi-final fields have been reduced in North America and Europe, especially to 40 athletes. So it's only the top 40 athletes who are going to get to go through. I think for the majority of us who are top 25 percenters, we'll probably be glad that it's only 4 workouts and the workouts probably appear to be really simple. But is that what CrossFit needs for the elite competition? Is that what CrossFit needs in order for this to be the real gateway to the next stage of finding the fittest on earth? I think lots of people will have very different opinions on that. But for me, I think this is great. 4 workouts is going to be very manageable. And if they're anything like the team workouts, they're going to be massively accessible, even for those of us who just barely squeaked in. Let me know what you think. Do you think there should be more workouts in this year's quarterfinals? Do you think there should be more scores? Do you think they should be testing things that weren't tested in the open, or retesting some of those things in similar ways? I'm sure everyone's got a different opinion, but let me just tell you something that there is no opinion about. It's a fact. Tops are dumb, but CrossFit is not. Peace.